Alright, so we all know how the main primary purpose of this show, not just as a fun place to talk sports and forget about everything going on in the world that has nothing to do with sports, but just escape and relax for a while. Well, today I'm going to dive into reality where we're not escaping much and we're more having to join reality before escaping it again when we talk sports. Although, I guess talking sports really never is escaping reality, because escaping reality is when you watch the game or play video games or read a book or something. Here, that's just a place where we got average guy wearing old beat up hat after work talking sports because apparently the people like it. But anyways, there's one thing that noticed my attention today. It is very much noteworthy. And I've noticed one thing. You know what I've noticed? Oh, the thing I've noticed is how we got a local sports team in the area who's made a deep playoff run. They have made a very deep playoff run. They got past their regional, they're in sectionals, and from what I was told, 2 wins, and they'll be competing in state. You think a team doing that good would get acknowledged, wouldn't you? Well, if you're WXOW for Channel 19 or News 8 now / News 8000, Channel 8, WKBT, whatever you want to call them. But anyways, our 2 news channels that just about everybody seems to be watching at 10 o'clock at night because there's nothing else on TV. And there was not one peep about it. There wasn't even a final score put across the TV. And there's a picture that I clearly could see in front of me of them holding a trophy plaque thing. Or as I just call it, a meaningless piece of wood. Because, yeah, when you're not winning the way I'm always losing, it's a meaningless piece of wood and it don't mean squat to you because you don't win. But to them, it means the world. And nobody talked about it. I guess you got me. But when was tennis? You just heard that correctly. Tennis. A higher priority in the area. I'm not saying that those local athletes don't deserve the attention, but wow. I never thought I'd see the day that when I'm sitting here, not only am I seeing articles across the internet and hearing national sports talk, talking about how there's apparently a threat the Milwaukee Brewers could be leaving Milwaukee, which you guys know we have to dive into that segment next. As tragic as it is. But I didn't realize more people in the area cared about tennis highlights on their TV instead of watching a team actually raising a trophy, even though it looks more like a plaque on a piece of wood, which would work better in a school, and celebrating a championship with medals around their neck. My guess is... Wait, it's not a guess, because I was the one watching the highlights. I know what it is. Apparently, Aquinas playing tennis, which... Who's going to tell these people tennis is usually reserved for the higher income than what 99.9% of this viewership probably has. And we don't care unless it says USA on their uniform. Not Aquinas Blue Golds. Most of us don't care. It could be tennis that says UWL on it. And I don't think people would give a crap. Now, for football, that's a totally different story. Same with the baseball team. But, come on, guys. Crescent played that game. And it was a battle between two local teams. And Crescent and Caledonia. And Crescent came out on top. I had to go digging. And that shows you how good of sources I had from digging. Because, eventually I did find the score. Crescent won 2-1. So the Lady Lancers season is going on. I'm still watching softball. And, we'll see what happens Tuesday when they play. But it ain't gonna surprise me if we have the same exact conversation next week. It won't surprise me if we'll say, in this perfect case scenario for these girls, it's coming out this time Thursday night, they win, and they're going to state, but, you could hear the chirps of the crickets in the background because 8 and 19 don't care. The Tribune won't care. The radio station? Well, your best shot is with a Wisco Sports Show when someone texts in the show. You're looking at the someone who will text it in. It would be covered on the Sports Carnival on the internet with Dave Carney, but the man's enjoying some well-earned time off. In other words, the guy'd be all over this because he would want the word out there. The way I do. But, yeah. I can understand watching the regional highlights for baseball with lacrosse slogan because they're in lacrosse. I can understand the sectional track meet, but seriously? We sent a team, recorder people and camera crews out to Timbuktu, but we can't salvage up a camera crew to get across the river for the Crescent in Caledonia. You do the math here, guys. Even though there ain't no math involved. It's not that hard to figure out that we just watched a great group of girls for baseball. Wow. I guess it is their version of baseball with softball go through and get forgotten about because I'm going to be the one who comes out and says it publicly. Their jersey said La Crescent, which means they were on the wrong side of the river for our media to care. They were on the wrong side of the river. Because if it were this side of the river, there would have been a camera crew there, and they would have been on it, and they would have been plastered everywhere. But here we are. And it is sad knowing what's going to happen. Like, it is extremely sad that this is going on. But, yeah. So, I guess what we should do is, I don't know. Maybe have channels 8 and 19, the Tribune, and all them actually go talk about these people. I'm gonna peace out. Well, now we just had that train go by, and you may or may not hear anything. That seems like a great place to end the segment, because, yeah. I legitimately feel sorry for those girls who just got forgotten about, and honestly, best of luck to them. They've earned it. But, sorry to the people I do know in the Crescent. I'm still loyal to my hometown, and I may actually get in trouble for saying it, but I don't care. Go Pirates.